YouTube, and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin, and I'm Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. Welcome to my channel, and we are currently working on April 2023's Paper Pumpkin Alternative video number 16. If you want to contact me anytime you want to, you're welcome to. If you want to get on my mailing list, I do mailings once a month to my subscribers. Cards that I make usually here on my YouTube channel. Just my little way of saying thank you, because this gives me such joy to do. You guys have no idea. It is just the best thing ever. Anyways, my contact information to send me your mailing address is aliceseraphin1969@gmail.com. Let's get started. This is going to make me laugh because just in video number 15 I said I would not be using that black baker's twine, and guess what? We're going to use it. So you can kind of see what we have going on. So let's go over it. We have a white card base that's 5.5 by 8.5 scored at 4 1/4. Then layer number 1 is a piece of basic black that is 4 1/4 by 5.5. Layer number 2, we are, I forgot to cut for the white piece, so we'll cut for this. I need a white piece there. Oh, I don't need a piece for the inside. Okay, I'm like getting confused. So we are going to cut this down to 4 by 5 1/4. This is, if you see this little score line, this is what is left of one of the card bases that came in the kit. So next layer, we have a DSP layer, which is 2. What did I put this? DSP layer number 2, 1 3/4, 1 3/4 by 5.5. It needs to be cut down to 5.5. These are scraps left over from other projects. This piece is for the inside, and that is 1 1/4 by 5.5. We're gonna have to trim that down. Nope, that one's good. That one's for the inside of our card. So from the kit, we have the white piece. This element we're using, I use those circle punches. You know I love them. This is a 1 3/4 inch in basic black. This petal park is from the kit. We have a 2-inch circle in shaded spruce, and we have what is left of those 3 flowers. So shall we get started? Yes, and of course you need an envelope. So we are going to put this to the side, that to the side, and we are going to cut our layers down. So this needs to be at 5.5, and it is at 6. So I need to cut off, move my stamps aside. I need to cut off 1/2 inch, which on this trimmer, it's right up to where the metal is. So that's recyclable. That's done. Now this piece here needs to be at 4 by 5 1/4. And I know that right there is 5 1/4. That's recyclable. This is what we're going to do our stamping on. And what else? Okay, so let's get going. First we're going to glue our basic black down to our card base. And it's just so I didn't have to put, I was thinking when I first saw that basic white, I'm like, oh, that's for the inside of the card. I'm like, oh, but I used a white piece. Don't need to put another piece of white piece on the inside of the card. We'll go ahead and put this strip on the inside of the card, like so. So I'm going to use it as a guide as to where the glue goes to. So it's about 1 1/4 inch strip, so a little wider than normal. Then I'm going to take it up like so. Just there. Now we have a nice border on the inside. This piece and this piece You're going to see, we're going to do, yeah, I'm going to show you just how I do that. Oh, this one needs to go down to 5 1/4. I thought it was 5 1/4. That is 5 1/4. Why is it still, we'll trim it. I'll fussy trim it. I must not have gotten it right. So we are coming in a 1/2 inch from the right side of our DSP, like so. This is where we're going to do our stamping. Let's see, what else we're going to do. This piece, I'm going to pop that up. So I'm going to glue our black circle onto our shaded spruce circle. This element is going to get cut. We're going to stamp on this. This is going to get cut. I'm going to set that aside and that aside. And this is where I haven't yet decided. Do I choose to stamp in black, or do I choose to stamp in shaded spruce? And you can see this is going to go like so. We have our circle. Let me give you guys a look, and maybe it'll help make up my mind. That's the only thing I didn't do yet. So it's going to go like so. This is going to come right there to cover where we cut everything apart. This piece, little piece is going there, and the rest of it's going there. So do I stamp in black or shaded spruce? I'm going to go and be different. We're going to go with black. And then you'll see where I'm putting the trim at. So we are going to stamp in black. So Stampin' Pierce Matte Black Memento, which, oh, when I open it, it just gets everywhere on me. We're going to use that little image here. So we want it nice and black. Hopefully I can keep myself from getting inked too badly. So there we go. We want to come in right there. I want to carry this over, let's see, maybe like so. Yes, I want to carry it over a little, even a little bit more. Let's see. That might be too close. Yeah, that's not going to be enough. So we're going to have to flip it over and start again. It's just the way it works sometimes. So here's that. And I'm going to let's say make it work where I want it to go. There. Now it should be where I want it. Yes. Now we're going to follow this like in a zigzag. So I'm going to put some right here. Let's move that way out of the way. See, we have it going there. I'm going to continue a little bit more. Let's see. Nope. Just trying to see where the stamp is. Right there. Move that away. Okay. Then we're going to bring it out on this side. Oops. It needs a little bit more. Right there. Okay, so now we're going to bring it, trying to move it this way. So there to here. I like that placement, but I don't think I have enough ink on it. So right there, let's move this out of the way. And then continue. There. Got ink on my Stampin' Pierce mat. Okay. we're going to widen that up a bit. Let's see if I could this way. We'll widen it a bit. There. So it almost reminds me of a snake skin. Don't know why it took me so long to get that going. So dun, and then we're going to continue right here. And that is going to continue. Let's turn it and put straight lines to straight lines. And that should conclude it. I went a little bit right there. I just can't leave well enough alone. There. Because that's all. Oh, really, really cool. And I kind of think I'm going to really like the black. Looking for the lid for this black ink pad. Look. See, of course I got it on me. Of course I did. Let's set that well away and bring in a rag. Never fails. Okay, so now that we have that done, it makes sense only that we are going to, I need to take some alcohol and clean this off, do our hello. And my hello, by the way, is from the Circle Sayings. And I was debating on using Smile. I couldn't get Smile and Today both on that little circle from the kit. So I chose a warm hello. And oh, we need the black. Has to be black. Ooh. I'm glad I chose black. My hands may not be happy, but I am gonna sanitize them for a minute, and then we're going to put this card together. All right, if we can keep things on board here. So this one is going to go right there, and I told you we're doing a 1/2 inch border, and so I'm going to put this here. Here's a 1/2 inch, and this one is going to go right to about here. That should be good. Let's see. There we go. And now we're going to snip it off. Nobody will know we made a boo-boo on the back. So this, now we're going to bring in our black. We are going to do that crisscross thing like so. And do I wrap it all around? To me, that is just a waste. It is just a waste. So I just cannot in good conscience do it. So it's 7.5 inches 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. And this time, you ready for this? This time I'm going to tie it in a knot. I'm going to tie this, try to get it right in the middle. Or roughly in the middle. And that way, when I go to do it like so, I don't have such a big issue, and it's not going to matter because it's going to be up on dimensionals. Let's just put this where it's going. That is going there. We want our knot right there where it's going to go underneath our circle. So let's get a big old glue dot and pop it right there to hold that. Scotch tape would work too. It's just I've made a knot trying something new. Hopefully I don't have so much trouble like I did last time. And then you do want all of your string to be straight. You really don't need, we could just leave it straight because that is awful pretty. What do you think? Do we leave it straight? Let me take another peek. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do something different, okay? Mr. Froggy to the rescue. I'm so glad I picked him up. Thrift store, gotta love it. Okay, there's that one. So we want to make sure all of our little twine is nice and straight and not twisted. Just as much difficulty as it is getting it over there, it starts to twist at the very end. This one just does not want to stay where it should. There. And another piece of the handy dandy Scotch tape. All right. Oh, yes, I am happy with that. And this now is going to get glued onto our card base, but I forgot. It's a good thing I didn't get glue all the way there, huh? Because I forgot I wanted to cut this apart. So before I glue that down further, this is going right here. So we need, okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. We're cutting this apart. We're going to add some glue here. We're going to tuck that in like so. And then we're going to go to the opposite end and tuck the one with the 4. Just like that. And oh, it's perfect. It was like it was meant to be cut apart. Who knew? I knew. No, I didn't. Okay, so glue the flowers down. What we're leaving up is this. So let's get this part now glued. To our card base. And I am happy I went with the black, even though it reminds me of a snakeskin. And my husband and his friend Johnny, the days in Georgia and the snakes and those two guys. So we're going to put a dimensional here and a dimensional there on each side of at an angle of that knot we made. And then I can always tuck, if I feel I need more, I can always tuck them underneath there, and I am going to tuck 2 minis in there. Well, maybe. So I'm just gonna bring that, tuck that one in like you would a child going to sleep. Just tuck it in there. So that's good and secure. This one needs just a little tuck. Love this pokey tool. So darn handy. And it's great because you can hold it just like you would a pencil. Now that, ta-da, is all there is to it. And our envelope, of course, we have to do some of that snake skin on our envelope. Why not? Oh, really, really pretty, guys. Got to stand back and look at that. We do need bling. And I am going to go, if I had black, I would use some black. But all I have that I think would still be just as pretty are these little ones. And I want to do, yeah, I'm going to do 5. 1, and maybe my order will arrive today from Stamping Up. That would be so nice, because I would use larger ones if I had them. So then I'm going to go here and here. Ta-da! Really, really pretty. So, so I keep saying so, and I apologize, but we got to do our envelope, and hopefully, by the way, don't use this to emboss. It can melt it. This is just plastic. I can see the sheen from where I've done that. You know what we're doing, guys, don't you? The same thing we've done, pretty much. Except this time, it's going to look like a snake skin. There we go. That's all I'm doing on it. It's that simple of a card, and it really is just using up scraps and bits and pieces from the kit, but a big difference in colors, and I'm really liking the black and white here. Surprisingly so. So I hope you liked it. If you did, would you consider giving me a thumbs up, like, share, or comment? I love your guys' comments. I love responding to them. It's how I wake up in the morning when I charge my battery, and my back is feeling so much better. Just a little information out there. I know now that driving a big old truck, especially a manual transmission, is not good for my back, but it's also not good not to charge my unit and my back. I didn't charge it for 3 days. And that has to be why it was killing me. So I charged for like 2.5 hours this morning. Usually it takes me 20 minutes. It took me 2 hours, and my back is feeling great. I'm not going to overdo it, but I feel like I could go out and garden. I could do a lot of stuff that needs done. So, as always, would you come back and visit me in my wonderland? Bye-bye now.